Hidden away, barely visited, is an island where volcanoes reshaped the land just 2 years ago, where you can walk under waterfalls, laurel forests, swim in a volcanic pool, stargaze above the clouds. It's so beautiful it has even been nicknamed La Isla Bonita. This is La Palma, and this is how we spent the best 3 days of our lives in this island.
One of the first locations that we wanted to come is a place that changed La Palma forever. And back in 2021, a volcano called Tajogaite erupted for 90 days, which is an immense amount of days, and it destroyed over 1,000 homes. So we came to the official viewpoint to see the disaster that this volcano caused.
My brain is just wired to thinking, wow, this is so cool, it's insane. But then I think about it and I'm like, it's actually not cool, because look at the destruction. There were houses, there were people living here, and it took everything. There's nothing left. This volcanic eruption made so much damage that literally expanded the island. It added new land.
War in my mind. I'm trying to fight a war in my mind.
We continued exploring the area affected, and it was really shocking. We found lands covered by lava, houses fully destroyed. We could even see the Tajogaite volcano, which is the one that erupted.
When the night goes on forever, when I'm losing track of time, where are you now? When I need you more than ever, when I ain't got shit.
Seeing this up close is so impacting. It's the one word I used to describe it is scary. But you can see that this house was just inches away from being completely destroyed by the lava flows, but they got really lucky in comparison to others. We continued driving to the south of La Palma and drove in between lava. This road was reconstructed after the eruption to connect both sides, and you can really appreciate the lava from up close. Anyways, we stopped by a viewpoint and started entering the volcanic landscape of La Palma. We're about to go on a seismic simulator, which is supposed to mimic the feeling of, oh my god, I was not ready for that. The feeling of an earthquake. It was actually really nice. I feel like I'm getting a massage, but it feels weird when it stops. Please go again, it was really nice.
Gosh, I'm not sure how you can see the camera right now, but these are some of the movements that they experienced back in 2021 with the volcano eruption. What a fun welcome into the volcano. This is San Antonio volcano, which is in the far south of the island. Now, we wanted to come here because in comparison to the other volcano, this one is inactive. However, it did erupt back in the days in around 1677, if I'm not wrong. So we're going to do now a very nice walk around the crater, hopefully get good views and keep enjoying this beautiful island.
Oh my god. Once we arrived to the other side of the crater, this wasn't on the plans, but we spotted salt flats, and of course we had to go. It ended up being beautiful with pink salt right on the edge of the coast. This was one of our favorite spots in the island. We found this amazing viewpoint, and I just want to share with you guys that I know it's only day one of being in La Palma, but so far the name of Isla Bonita is absolutely well deserving. I'm loving every single place that we go to. The first one we go to is my favorite, and then the second becomes my favorite. And you see, do you see where this is going? It's like a cycle.
That over there is a volcano that we initially saw, and you can really appreciate the lava. But something that we've just noticed in this viewpoint is the lava in the sea, and that's pretty much how much it has expanded.
We stopped to see some of our friends on the way, Donkey Kong and of course. A piece of advice: if you have motion sickness, take a pill, because La Palma is non-stop curves.
That back there was probably one of the worst ever roads in my life. The steepness, the roughness, it wasn't very enjoyable. But before we get to the last location of day one, I know we've done so many things and it's only day one. The spot is over there. We have seen a viewpoint, and of course when we see a viewpoint, it's like a magnet. We have to stop and we have to see it.
This is so cool!
It's worth mentioning that if you don't have a car, you might have to forget about this location and just see it on our video, because it's very difficult to get here. And also, I don't think the public transport will take you all the way here. Nah, forget the Maldives, forget the Bahamas, Hawaii. This place is absolutely insane, and definitely the pictures online don't do justice.
Where are we right now? I did not expect this for 1 second.
We are in La Palma, the most beautiful island in Spain, maybe even the world.
In the world. My favorite part of La Palma is that it's such a beautiful island, but it's so hidden that so many people just don't know about it. We are in probably one of the most popular places in La Palma, and yet we are the only ones here. And I know it's a weekday, but still, if it was really well known, there would be many people here.
As we always do, I'm going to give a bit of history about this place, because I at least like to know what the places that I visit are. This tiny village used to be a port back in the days, and that's why it has the name that it has, called Poris de Candelaria, and Poris means small port in the old language. I know what you may be thinking. Oh, maybe check a house, they all look abandoned. Well, no, that's a mistake of a tourist. All these houses are privately owned, and they're basically like second homes of locals. They look more like holiday houses or just weekend houses.
The most interesting part of how they built these houses is, if you look closely, there are holes on the rock and there are doors and windows. How the hell are you gonna get in that door?
You know what? We've only got one life. I might as well just use it.
You got this, Pops, you got this.
Give me countdown.
Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
You know the best part? We don't have a freaking towel.
You're gonna walk like that to the car. And look, you just had spectators. There's so many people watching over there. And just like that, day one was over.
Good morning and welcome to the north of La Palma. That's what we'll be doing today. We are right now in a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve called Los Tilos.
Los Tilos is also one of the last remaining laurel forests in the world. So it's pretty cool that we're here exploring this untouched rainforest.
There's a very cool path that we need to walk to get to the waterfall, just next to all the moss. It's very, very cool. And now I believe there's a man-made tunnel. The reasoning of this tunnel is because Los Tilos is used as a fresh water collection. So they made a tunnel that follows the water pipes. And it's actually a hike. So it's a very famous hike called Marcos y Cordero, which should take around 8 hours, but it will pretty much take us a whole day. So we won't be including that in this itinerary, basically.
But next time we come to La Palma, we are definitely doing that hike. When I get really excited, I just cry, and I just saw the waterfall and started crying. It's so beautiful. Why is it so beautiful? I don't know why I'm crying. This is amazing, boobs. Like. I think we can both agree that this is our favorite place in the whole world.
And we're not saying this because we are recording a video about La Palma, but we genuinely believe that so far we have been able to do so many things in La Palma that you probably can't do anywhere else. And this spot,
it's up there. It's really cool because if you think about it, yesterday the majority of things that we did were to do with volcanoes, but today we're mainly focusing on the water features. There are a lot of natural swimming pools on this island, but we did decide to go to one that was really remote and not as well known. And I'm not sure if it's gonna pay off, but I have big hopes after this morning. I know that Max prepared this itinerary so well, and it's gonna be spectacular.
just to give you a glimpse on how I found this natural swimming pool, I was literally scrolling on Google Maps. It wasn't any recommendation, any blogs, just looking at the map and I found it. So fingers crossed.
That's the best way to find things.
These houses are very similar to yesterday's cove, but it's slightly different because they are basically aligned on like an alley, which is quite cool.
They look a bit more simple as well, like just built into the rocks and with wood, but I've never seen this anywhere else in the world except in La Palma.
Wow. Simply wow.
Amazing. Getting emotional again. I said I wasn't gonna get emotional with this one, but I genuinely am. I didn't know it was gonna be this beautiful. Nobody warned me before.
We also found this tiny swimming pool tucked away.
We just found our private jacuzzi, but one thing we didn't realize is that it was gonna be full of sea urchins. But it still looks really cool.
And it's beautiful. You've got the views to the sea, to the ocean actually, just at the end. We may come here with a Osmo.
Actually, let's jump to the Osmo. This was our nightmare. Day 2 finished and we only had one more day in this incredible island. Day 3 we started it recording during the evening, but if you want to check the full itinerary for the 3 days plus tips from our experience, make sure to check the travel guide on the first line of the description. We haven't even made it to Roque de los Muchachos yet, and I feel like it's gonna be the most amazing night because we just saw the tailor and we are so far away. Max didn't even believe me that I saw the tailor. I was like, look, the tailor! And he was like, you're joking, right? That's impossible. It's not impossible.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up.
Wow, what a golden hour.
We look so aesthetic right now.
We've made it to El Roque de los Muchachos just before the sun sets, and it's beautiful. You can see the bright orange color shining into our faces, and this place is one of the best in the world to come and see the stars. Just to give you some quick facts, the sky is protected by law, and also 19 countries have telescopes here, so that's a sign of how incredible it is out here. Even NASA is doing a collaboration with La Palma. I know, NASA, if you want to collaborate. I'm joking. Anyway, let's enjoy the sunset because it's about to come down, and then we'll get a few shots of the stars.
You shattered every wall, and I know I got that feeling, there's no questioning.
In the last 3 days, we hiked volcanoes, swam in the ocean, entered a waterfall, went through a laurel forest. I could keep going, but it's been one of the most exciting trips we've ever been on. And I don't know, maybe it's time you give La Palma a shot because it's an island that so many people don't even know exists. So if you enjoyed this video, let us know what your favorite place was, and don't forget to subscribe. By the way, if you see any shooting stars in the next clips, don't forget to ask for a wish.